This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in London ahead of Jacobs Ryder Fight Week. Welcome to the UK, Daniel Jacobs. How long have you been here, mate?
Been here for about almost a week now. It's been a few days. Just about point of getting acclimated, and so I look forward to Saturday night where I'll be 100%.
I suppose some people could look at this fight and look at it as a bit of a surprising fight, especially for yourself. Obviously, Johnryder's done what he's done to kind of get himself into that situation to be fighting you. But what's in it for you to fight Johnryder here in the UK?
Simply fighting in the UK. It's always been a goal and a dream of mine as a professional to fight in front of such great fans. And I know that some, or probably most fans will be rooting for John, but it's all about the atmosphere. It's all about the energy. And it's all about, you know, me coming here and performing something that I sought out.
How much of Johnryder have you noticed over the years, or since obviously your fight was announced or there was talks of you fighting him? What have you kind of seen of Johnryder? Like, any particular fights that you've watched of Ryder's?
Well, prior to me accepting the fight with Johnryder, I haven't known too much of him, but obviously we've done a lot of studying. Obviously, the most notable fight was with the Cant Smith. We did hear about that, but I didn't see the whole fight until I got a chance to study him. He likes to give it a go. He's a very durable fighter, very talented fighter as well. I give him the utmost respect, and I look forward to a great showdown come Saturday night.
I mean, after your wins over Rosado and also Chavez Jr., from that point, what has been the goal for you? I mean, you obviously accomplished what you've accomplished in your career. You fought everyone. But what's left for you? What's left for Danny Jacobs?
Well, I want to be a Hall of Fame fighter one day, and I still think that I have a lot more personal goals in the sport of boxing to accomplish. Being a two-division world champion is something that I've always seen for myself, if not more. But definitely to become a two-division champion, I feel like will solidify myself and catapult me into that Hall of Fame talk. So that's my ultimate goal.
But the Danny Jacobs that years ago that fought like Golovkin, for example, like where are you now compared to that? Are you a better version of yourself now?
We shall see. We shall see. Come Saturday night, I'm looking forward to putting it all together. I got my old team back, the team that I grew up with, the team that I came into myself with as far as, the day ones, and I'm looking forward to putting it all together. Boxing is mostly mental, and I feel like, if anything lacked in my last performance, it was mostly my mental space. And I would think that now being in the best possible space that I could be in mentally, I think I'm looking forward to putting it all together for the fans and for myself.
Do you still believe that, like I said, despite what we're talking about and everything you've accomplished, there's still more for us to see of yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every fighter is going to bring something different out of an opponent, and so I look forward to him bringing the best out of me. I look forward to the energy of the crowd, pushing me as well. And most importantly, having my hand raised by the end of the day is something that I've always envisioned and seen when it comes to this fight. Coming here on another man's soil, beating him decisively, and going back, being proud of myself and my team for coming and taking such risk.
Daniel, I want to speak to you about Canelo. It seemed like such a long time ago, that fight, but it wasn't actually that long ago. But it seems like Canelo has gone on and done so much since that period of time. Is that how it feels when you kind of look back at your fight and see he's kind of cleared up at super middleweight, become undisputed, now he's talking about possibly maybe going to light heavy, and how have you seen that kind of period for Canelo?
Well, he's definitely been busy, I can definitely say that. But even prior to us fighting, Canelo has been, doing very exceptionally well and been on a fast track. And so, cheers to every fighter. Cheers to all fighters out there doing their best.
It's incredible that you haven't fought in the UK before. Obviously, I'm sure you've been linked with fights in the past before, but this would be your kind of UK debut.
UK debut as a professional. Yeah, and so that's my thing. As an amateur, it was one of the greatest experiences. Fought here in London, then I went over and fought in Liverpool. So now, headlining as a professional means so much, And having the fans out there, whether or not they root for me or not, is just going to be a thrill because I know the passion that they like. And I'm pretty sure they'll respect me giving my all as well. So, yeah.
I'm sure people won't boo you come Saturday
Yeah,
night, but
I don't believe they
maybe
will.
John's hardcore fans,
Right.
maybe just being a little bit, not patriotic, but just, kind of Team Ryder. I'm sure
Yeah,
you might
yeah.
get a few, whatever. But I think on the whole, I think people appreciate the fact that you're fighting here in the UK.
Absolutely, and I'm used to being in hostile territory. So however it turns out, I use the fans, whether or not they're going for me or not, as motivation. If you're cheering someone else or me, it's all just going to go into my mind as keep going, keep pushing.
Just a final one, bit of a random one, but Jake Paul, good for boxing or not, Daniel?
Jake Paul is good for boxing. For anyone who can put on a pair of gloves, put their lives on the line, and go inside that square ring and give it a good go. It's not like he's been stinking up the place, And you can't fault the guy also for having the attraction that he has. And so I just feel like the fact that he has done so much for the sport in terms of bringing the notoriety and attention to it, it's only could be good for boxing. I don't see how it can be harmful. And he's been doing very well as far as, giving the women their opportunity to be on his cards, and I've heard he's done some donations as well to certain individuals. So you can't really knock the guy. And anything that you do in sports, you're going to be criticized. So it comes with the territory.
And when you hear him say in 2 years' time he could beat Canelo, I mean...
No, that's funny. Like, come on. You got, you can't really take him serious when it comes to stuff like that. But is he ultimately bad for the sport? I would say no. But true boxing fans know just possibly where he could go in his career. And it's still curious to see because since these celebs has been fighting each other, I've been tuned in. It's almost kind of been like a showing, if you will. But most importantly, the fact that they can train those many months like we do, go out there and put their lives on the line and give it their all, and people are watching, gives a lot of the other boxers coming up and a lot of people within the sport some notoriety as well.
More eyes on the sport.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, just lastly, just tell me how it's going to play down. What's going to happen Saturday night at Alexander Palace?
Well, I'm looking forward to a great fight. I see my hands being raised by the end of the night. However the outcome will be, we shall see. But I know Johnryder is going to come, push forward, give it his all, and I'm looking to do the same. So however it goes, just hold your popcorn and don't go to the bathroom because it's going to be a good night.
Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
Well, thank you to my fans always for sticking by me and supporting me. I thank the UK fans for making this a sold-out show. This has always been a goal of mine to come out here and perform for the UK people and the UK fans. And Saturday night, Team Jacobs, we're back in full effect. Thanks for all my fans who've always stuck by me.
Daniel Jacobs, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we wish you the best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you very much, brother.